Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the future site of Metal City. We're gonna start this episode off with a little Octoc appreciation time for spotting these two squares facing the wrong way. Look at that! Yeah, Octoc. What up? What up, Octoc? Beautiful. I love it. Didn't notice that. Look at that. Look at it going. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. The other thing that was mentioned was squaring off the warehouses and how that might look better than the little pyramid thing we got going on. So maybe we'll do that quick. Yeah, I think that looks all right. I think it looks a little better, I guess. Less out of place, a little more squared off, a little something. Again, I'm not too worried about it. They're just temporary. I mean, I don't know. Temporary in my world could mean anything. Temporary might be like the end of Metal City. But for now, that's what we got. And a big part of what we actually have to do is basically we want to move these warehouses, right? At least these ones. So I'm going to mark all of them to go to empty and to transfer into that stack of warehouses up there. And basically we're just going to delete them as soon as we can, as soon as we transfer all the valuable stuff. And we got to start blowing the ground down. And after we do that, then we can do platforms. Hopefully by then we'll have enough metal to actually build the platforms. But I'm not sure. But even if we don't, honestly, even if we don't, we can still just do the tanks and build those out while the platforms are waiting for metal. So I don't know. It's not the end of the world. The main thing that we really want to do is get the tanks in there. Once we get the tanks in there, then we can start transferring water out of other tanks, which then gives us more room for more platforms, and it should all just cascade forward into everything being easier and easier. And eventually, once we platform this whole giant industry area, then we could really think about things. Because then we have to rebuild our industry, and that's going to be like the first major step to like making Metal City a reality. All right, so we should start seeing beavers moving stuff. Yeah, they're already going right there. You see them? They're already moving stuff from where these middle warehouses are getting emptied, and these bottom ones are getting filled with stuff. What do we got? What's that? Who's sleeping? Who's sleeping in the middle of no? Is that a hauler? Murin, what you doing, buddy? What you doing? I see right up here. Free beds, 13. 13 free beds. Why you sleeping there, buddy? What you doing? And you're hungry. Hungry, thirsty? I don't know. Somebody got into the blueberry wine. The blueberry mash, the blueberry beer, blueberry ale, whatever the hell they're making. Anyway, so you can see them moving stuff. They're moving stuff and adjusting stuff, and as soon as these ones are empty, we can demolish them. Although we need to put the hauling post somewhere. But whatever. That's not really like a huge concern. And then we can start blowing this whole square down. Oh, and I guess I should point out that basically we have 3 for planks, 2 for gears, and then 1 explosives, 1 treated planks, 1 pine resin, 1 whatever else I haven't said, and 1 of the other stuff. So whatever we basically have 1 warehouse for everything except for gears and planks. And these warehouses over here, the 4 of them, those are set to metal blocks. So we have no metal in that stack, but honestly, like, it doesn't really matter because we're going to be using up metal pretty quick. So I still left these because they'll be here for a while, because we're not moving the log storage, I don't think. Yeah, so that's the story. All right, so I emptied out these tanks, and we're going to remove them. And this is where our 3 hauling posts are going to go. And those are going to be to replace the ones that are over here. Because these warehouses are finally empty. It took almost 10 days, which is crazy. It is a very, very slow process to carry thousands of goods, apparently. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do this thing where we just drag all that and painfully let go. Ooh. Do we delete a road? Oh, yeah, I guess so. There we go. Calm down, engines. Calm down. All right. So that's all set up. Now, I guess we got to get rid of the benches and stuff, too. This is going to get a little awkward. Because this is the main straight road over here. Although, actually, it's not anymore. I guess it has to be one level back. Whatever. Either way, we got to start blowing this down. That's going to be the next thing. Alright, so we can get rid of the staircase. Now, I'm going to just delete the road. I don't think it needs to be there right now. I don't believe anything should disconnect because of that. I don't think anything is... Yeah, this is all fine. It wasn't really, like, pushing the edge of the road. So I think that's everything that we need to do over here to prep this. Okay. I guess let's get started. Before things start getting blown up, we are done with the middle tank. It's pumped out. It's done. Cool. So the faster we do that, the faster we lose water less. Those are words that make sense. Evaporation stops if the water's in the tanks and not on the ground. There you go. I think we're gonna unplant some cattails here and replace it with some spatterdock. Because, I mean, you can see that the cattails are all... There's a bunch of them that are just growing out and not really doing nothing. And those could be... That space could be used for spatterdock much more effectively. We might even go even further and do that. Yeah. Because right now... I mean, we could use more spatterdock. It's positive at this point, but why not be more extra positive? There we go. That looks pretty good. And I think that should still be fine since, I mean, if they're doing the cattails in a radius, then clearly this is all they're doing anyway. Like this little circle, because they're barely making it out to these outer ones. So taking these rows on the outside off and making them to spatterdock logistically should make sense. I think. I mean, we'll find out. And there it is! We got a whole extra row for activities. And I mean, that mostly just means more water tanks. Ooh, I like this view. That's a good looking trench. You guys know me, you know I like a good trench. Alright, so the real question we got in this situation right now is, do we do, and this, we gotta decide this now, do we do the warehouses, like, stuck inside? We'd have to empty out some tanks and build out underneath, but this would be the time to do it. And I'm honestly kind of leaning towards yes, because the more the more warehouses we put underneath, the fewer we have to worry about being up top. And potentially, we could actually get away with just using small warehouses on the surface for, like, production buildings and stuff. Maybe. I mean, if we're going for it, we might as well. Unfortunately, that does require emptying of this whole row of tanks. So, there's gonna be some material waste, as usual, but, that's okay. I mean, I guess we could have waited on building those out, but I didn't really know where we were going, so at the time I wasn't sure. So, we gotta empty those out, and basically, we just need these 3 blocks right here. Because this is a warehouse, that's a warehouse, that's a warehouse, that's a warehouse. And... I don't know, I mean, it feels pretty simple overall, and it's just going to be for, like, long-term storage. Because otherwise the running distance to down here and to other things is too far. But for things like wheat, for instance, that'll be perfect storage. Because we just have wheat as, like, a massive backup of food in case something ever goes wrong. Alright, so I don't really know what happened, but you're able to delete stuff underneath platforms now. Oh, so long as you don't drag. I guess that's the key. So long as if you drag, it'll delete them. But if you don't, and you just do single things, then it's fine. So it's not like a brick. But see, but no, but look. If I do the platform right there, that gets rid of it for some reason. But not, oh, or that one. Okay, so it's platforms. I can't do platforms. But I can do the buildings or the stairs. Platforms, bad. Building, good. Platform, bad. Stairs, good. Okay, that's confusing. That's how things get deleted. One rather convenient thing about the way that this is going to work out is that the warehouses, they actually slot in right where we go over under. You see, like it goes over under right there, and the entrance hits right on there. So that's kind of cool. We like that part. That part's neat. So we're going to stick those there. We're going to mark them all desired none, allow none, all that. At some point, we'll figure out what to do with it. But right now, that's just not the concern. And then that just gets re-platformed on top. And then the tanks go back to where they were, which should be easy. I mean, I guess it just goes like that. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, so there is a trade-off in doing this, because right now we're actually not able to go over here because that would cut off a path, I think. No, never mind. I'm wrong. It all works. Never mind, it works exactly the same. So we can still do over under in the exact same position as here and just keep doing warehouses. And then the warehouses would be here in the next row. So I don't really know. Maybe you should wait on building that part out and not put tanks over here. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to do the platforms. We're going to set that up. And then we're going to do the tanks on this side and the tanks that basically tanks on just one row. Or these two rows right here. And then the other ones are going to wait until we expand this way so that we can stick more warehouses. Because otherwise we're just going to end up wasting just tons and tons of materials. Although, I mean, it is going to take a while for... No, I'm just going to wait. We're just going to wait. No, I'm not going to wait. Oh, man, the decision progress is strong. I'm just going to build this out, and then eventually we'll see how we feel. Once these are built, I'll see how I feel about them. How about that? There's a better answer. We'll see how we feel, and then maybe we'll put them back, maybe we won't. I don't know. So there's the next set of our tanks, all done and ready, and they look pretty cool, even without platforms on top. At some point, which will be there, I don't know. But we got 5 days until the wet season's here, so we might do a little bit of like a wombo combo montage time where we start with the building of the tanks and roll it into the wet season. That sound pretty cool? I don't know. I asked, and you guys answered. You said you liked the montages, so... it's montage time. And that's the end of the wet season. And we did pretty good. We did pretty good. We got a whole back tank thing. That is a full back tank. I'm pretty sure that was a 9-day wet season. Yeah, 9 days. Ooh, 46-day drought. Okay. Feeling all right about that. But look at that back tank. Ooh, that's full. Ooh, that looks nice. Hey, look at that. We even filled a single tank from our new tanks. Our new tanks are getting used. Hello. Let's see how much metal we have. We have 1,100 metal. So we can do 2 platforms. Huzzah. That is really exciting because, I don't know. Otherwise, this would just be kind of weird. At least this way it looks like what it's supposed to look like in theory. You know what I mean? Kind of. That's going to be so cool once everything's built out. Oh, man. I was thinking about the edge. I was thinking about like what to do here because it doesn't go all the way, right? Like there's not enough room. And I was thinking of either leaving like the earth here or building up levees, or I mean, I don't know. It kind of looks cool with just like the raw edge, you know? I don't know. Like a cake, like a naked cake, you know? That's a cool thing that people do. It would be like the naked cake version of Metal City. So what do you guys want? You want naked? You want buttercream or you want fondant? I don't know. I don't really know what all those mean, but whatever. So, we're at an impasse. Or not really. We're somewhere because I'm not sure what to do now. We moved the storage. We did. I mean, we're building out the tanks and stuff. We could keep doing that. We could keep just planting more and more tanks while waiting for metal to build up. But I don't know. I feel like we need another project. We need something else to do while we wait for metal to build up. Because really, that's the main thing that's slowing us down right now. And I guess part of it is just like I kind of need some opinions on how to build things out and how to do stuff. I don't know. Part of it is like, I mean, obviously the plan is to platform the whole city, right? Like that's the main thing. But do we want the whole underneath part to just be water tanks? Because we could actually grow stuff down there. We do have an aqueduct that's going to make all the land green in the middle. So we could put more, I don't know, like some cave maples down there. We could expand that, or we could do some cave carrots. I don't know, but that's all stuff that we could start doing now before we platform. Sort of. I mean, I guess we really can't because we need to move everything first. Until the stuff moves, there's not really anything we can do about it. It's possible I just leave the game running and skip ahead this whole drought. Like just skip one. Like take a vacation. We're gonna take one off. And just jump straight into the wet season, the next wet season in the next episode. Like we could do that. And by then we should have enough for those platforms to be built out. And if they're built out, then we'd have, I don't know, we'd have room. We'd have room to start moving stuff. You know, in trying to think of what we can do, I think the problem is that we haven't made any more room. So I'm going to actually empty out all these tanks. All these temporary tanks that have been here and been in the way. We can get rid of them. And once they're gone, we'll have figured out what we can do. How about that? How about that? Alright, so at the very least, we can get that top level cleared out. These tanks in back are still empty. I mean, they never even got full. All of these tanks are empty now. So I'm feeling like we can afford to at least empty out these top ones. Maybe we could figure something out up there. I'm not sure. We did get a nice long wet season, so I don't really want to waste it by, you know, having no tanks to put all this water into. Because I'd like to be able to pump all this out in the front and the back. Although the back is looking good with some water in there, huh? Yeah, it is. So a couple of quick things while we're waiting for tanks to empty. First of all, platforms are built, so that's cool. They're looking nice. They're looking nice. The other thing is, I mean, at this point, it's a very, very serious pet peeve of mine. And I imagine it bothers some of you guys also. Something I didn't really think about, honestly, when I started doing the platform city. And I'm going to show you what it is, if you're ready. Do you notice anything different than normal? Our entire city is going to be covered in these stupid red circles. Because once the water tanks are full, the circles go to the top. And that really sucks, man. It's gonna look terrible. It's gonna look awful. It's just our entire city is just gonna be covered in little stupid red circles. And I absolutely hate it. I can't stand it. I don't know why there is no way to turn it off. It's infuriating. I really, like, I mean, it's just like, look at this. Beautiful shit. Beautiful shit. Beautiful shit. Like, I hate it. I hate it. If anyone with any modding knowledge is listening, please find a way. Get rid of all of them. They're unnecessary. You don't need them. You don't need them. They're dumb. They're stupid. I want them gone forever. Someone figure it out. Thank you. Ooh la la, our tanks are empty. Yeah, goodbye tanks. Goodbye tanks. Temporary tanks, goodbye. I told you they were temporary. You guys didn't believe me? Y'all are like, ha 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 ha, temporary. Ha ha ha. See, they're gone. They were temporary. They were there for a very long time, but still temporarily. That's looking nice, huh? I don't really know. I don't think we could do that for the rest. We got 4 tanks over here, and all the ones back here are still empty. So, I mean, that is a lot. But this tank is still half full, and this guy is still pretty full. So, I don't know. I don't know. Decisions are hard. I think we're going to leave the decisions for next time as we gaze upon our beautiful M that's all grown in and facing the right way. Hooray! I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on what we should do next. But aside from that, I love you guys. I'm Moro. Like the video. Subscribe if you're not. And I'll catch you guys next time.